Hello everyone, Cesare here with more Final Fantasy XIV. Joining me is of course Miro and Piamet.
Hey.
As you can see, it is June. Miro has a new outfit for this month. We are wearing the Eastern Ladies Togi, I think it's called. I guess in honor of Stormblood. It isn't the one I wanted. The one I wanted was only available through Amazon code. But apparently Amazon.ca doesn't count, and because I'm Canadian, Amazon.com wouldn't give me the damn code. So,
That sucks.
yeah, and unfortunately none of my American friends were in a position to help me out with that. That's okay. We are going to be starting off today's stream with 2 dungeons. We got Piamet here. We're going to invite her to the party. I need to make sure my gear is repaired. For some reason, my gear on this character breaks faster than any other character.
Because they're hitting fast.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't break that fast on my ninja, and my ninja hits faster than my monk. At least faster than this monk.
Yeah, I should repair my gear too. I'm pressing Alt to jump.
Alright, so I'm not going to go into my mount because I like the music in this zone. So we're going to be running over to an Overgrown Ambition. I don't feel like the music is loud enough though. No, it's not. It's actually pretty low. There you go. This is what I normally have it set to during the stream. So yesterday we had our Final Fantasy I anniversary stream and it went extremely well. Afterwards I just did some dungeons in this. And then today, what we have planned, as I said, is some dungeons and some story.
And some maple.
I didn't have any plans for Maple. I do have to go to the gym later.
Nah.
That's Midnight Dew. That's not the quest I wanted to unlock. You are not it. The person we're looking for is right here. The first one is actually a dungeon that's in this area. We gotta speak to the Tetchy treasure hunter. And I think that's a lady. No. Yeah, that's a lady. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna be sharing screens with Piamet. Let me know when you can see that.
Yeah.
Alright, an overgrown ambition. The Tetchy treasure hunter has the looks of a woman who has seen rather too many marbles.
What? There's one behind me, isn't there? No. Thank the gods. I've done enough running for one day. Those goddamn beasts came out of nowhere. It's a wonder we made it out alive. But we can't just leave the treasure there. You look like the sort that's used to risking life and limb. Might be as you could help clear a way through those seedkin that damn near made a meal of us. Oh, we'd see that it was worth your while, of course. If you're interested, let my friend Sony know. He should be somewhere near the entrance to St. Mocianne's Arboretum. Well, I reckon it's safe to go back to Idyllshire and look for a few more hands. We'll need as much help as we can get. Hope to see you at the Arboretum.
Alright.
That makes it sound like a party.
Yeah. Well, it is kind of a party in a way.
Not at all.
So, yeah, the next dungeon, if you haven't been able to guess yet, is an Arboretum. Everybody likes Arboretums. I actually really like the aesthetics of this dungeon. The dungeon itself isn't that cool, but the way it looks inside, I personally really enjoy. Yeah, look, a damaged Aetherite. This is what the Aetherites used to look like in 1.0, before, well, not damaged. I don't think you could go to this area in 1.0. I might be wrong on that, but I'm fairly certain this is entirely brand new. Hey, look, marbles. Oh, well. It's a great marble.
Silly logged out.
That's not good. Alright. Here's Sonny. You're here to help with the seed king infestation in the Arboretum? Thank the gods. We're not we've not the numbers that venture into there ourselves. They used to research plants from every corner of the realm here, you know? Of course, no one to look after it. It's gotten a bit overgrown. Usually places like this are more trouble than they're worth, but if the parchments we found are anything to go by, there's something in these ruins that could benefit everyone in Idyllshire for generations to come. A proper priceless treasure. It goes without saying that as a site as old as this is sure to be stuffed with all sorts of precious relics, and you'd be welcome to keep if you beat a path for us. We'll follow behind you once it's safe, and if we can't find what we're looking for. Silly, you logged in. Oh, he's messaging me. Hi, Helldog. Give me a sec here. We are just getting ready for our dungeon. Looking out over the Answering Quarter. Look at this area. Our first dungeon today, Helldog, is going to be St. Mocianne's Arboretum. I'm just getting our group worked out here. Alright. I told Sully that he doesn't need to do any voice acting, but asked him if he'd come to Arboretum in Pharos, and he said sure.
Okay. Hope he knows that either way is fine.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Silly here. Going in now. Anyway, Helldog, how you doing? What's going on? Sorry, was focused on that there for a moment. What would you like him to play?
Healer. Because I'm tanking.
Oh, he was already White Mage. Alright. St. Mocianne's Arboretum. St. Mocianne's Arboretum once housed the greatest collection of flora and fauna the realm had ever known. Alas, in the wake of the Exodus, it was left to the elements, and the wildlife within now roams its halls unchecked and untamed. A band of treasure hunters hopes to brave its leafy labyrinth in search of a cache more valuable than gold. That could ensure Idylshire's prosperity for years to come. But will their search for the savage garden yield fortune, or end in failure? Should probably select it. There we go. That was fast. kind of just waking up. Yeah, me too. I slept in a little longer today than I had intended. I went to bed around 4 a.m. or so yesterday. After doing some dungeon, or not dungeon, well I guess technically maybe it was considered a, actually I did do a dungeon with him and Maple. But we did 2 quest lines, kinda.
It's funny when I got myself killed. That was not the whole quest line.
St. Mocianne's Arboretum. Like I said, I really like the aesthetics of this dungeon. The music's pretty good too. It's been a long time since I've actually been in this dungeon though. I never get this place as level 60.
No one saw that.
Hello, John! Welcome to today's stream. How you doing? Are you at work today? Should have been playing low level dungeons too long. I forgot I had form change again. So John, today we're going to be doing 2 dungeons. This is the first one, St. Mocianne's Arboretum. We just started. And Pharos Cirrus is the next one.
I like that one video about the paladin changes where it was like, this is the paladin AoE rotation. It just uses Circle of Scorn.
That's not fair. For Paladin AoE, I flash first, then I Circle of Scorn, then I flash again.
Oh.
Yeah. So John, did you sleep well last night? I had you guys up late. Believe it or not, I didn't go to bed till much later after that. Hey, they all died at the same time. Good. Rarely ever see that.
Because of my AoE.
Yeah, your kick-ass paladin AoE. You slept for, yeah, I slept for 8. I went to bed around 4 a.m. like I normally do. My brother and I were supposed to go out for lunch today, but I guess he forgot, so that's alright. Let me sleep in. Look, lily pads. There's no frogs, though. You gotta jump on every lily pad, that's thorough.
I keep pressing Alt to jump.
Ah, you're a loser.
I know.
I changed that to spacebar on my Maple.
Yeah, but spacebars, like, interact with some things.
Yeah, I changed that to alt. Just adjust them that way.
Well, I can't do that now.
Somehow killing these co-purrs made this lily pad grow. Or surface. Yeah, X potions. Alright, so here's our first boss, the Rose Garden. He doesn't look like a green knight in armor. Oh wait, wrong series. So this guy, he's... or girl, or... I don't even know what the fuck this is.
Probably Earl, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Rose. Rose Garden.
This girl has, oh shit. Alright, which way is it spinning though? That's the question. This could be bad for me.
We don't know.
It's coming towards me. Good thing I got out of there.
Oh. I'm in a good spot.
So yeah, the boss kind of does big bad breath, I think. I don't remember what it's called. I didn't even look.
Really bad breath.
Really bad breath, yeah. And spins. Oh, extremely bad breath.
Extremely.
There you
That
go.
was close.
And then or she summons little versions of herself to do miniature versions of it. They don't spin. Apparently, when this encounter was first designed, these little ones, they spun also. It was interesting.
When we first went in here, I thought they were gonna spin.
Yeah.
I was prepared. I was ready.
Bad breath in Final Fantasy XIV is nowhere near as bad as it is in any other Final Fantasy game. Except maybe FF11, it might not be bad in that either. I'm pretty sure it is, though.
Hold on, just messed up my screen. There we go.
Because in Final Fantasy XIV, you can see where it's going to be, and then you're like, alright, I'm not going to be in that spot. Problem solved. Every other FF game, no, you don't get that option. You're going to get hit with this, and if you don't have status immunities, you're probably fucked. Running into
even
marbles.
explorers. It's like, well, hope you like standing around for a while.
Yeah, exactly. You don't remember ever being hit by it in FF11? You know, I don't remember fighting too many Morbles in FF11 or Marlborough. Have you done this dungeon before, John? I'm not entirely certain I know where you left off story-wise, but I'm not certain that you which dungeons you did or didn't do. Fairly certain you probably did this one. Oh, I can't do the Miro thing here. So on my ninja, PA used to pull these ants, and then I would just drop a Doton and then run over and grab the treasure chest over there. But like I said, this place is rather cool. It's not surprised it's overgrown with insects, so. Hey, Plague Doctor's bracelet. Since there's a lot of Plague Doctor stuff here, it makes you wonder what they were doing. Is it a doctor who makes plagues, or a plague who treats a doctor who treats plagues?
I'll need to move this that far. These pulls are so awkward because it's like it's close enough that you're like, should I pull that way? And then it's far enough that you're like, no.
The bees. This place has bees. This is where the bees from M de Parkeep went.
Nah.
No, dog? No? Soldier Hawk. I don't know of any bees that fall into the category of hawk. Garden bee clouds. But look at the aesthetics of this area. We're in like a giant honeycomb on final sting. Square, your naming convention makes me laugh. Final Sting is a really annoying attack because it, if you don't stun it, it does a ton of damage to anybody hit by it. Usually the tank. But Unfinal Sting was the name of that attack we just saw there.
Yeah, and soon we'll have final sting.
Oh shit, Orin Hornet. Okay, so you do remember this dungeon. We're gonna kill the Orin Hornet first. And then we're gonna ignore the other ones. Once again, we're gonna repeat that. Orin Hornet first. Of course, you can be like some players and just ignore the Orin Hornets, but they tend to final sting the tank, and that's annoying.
Yeah.
It could be annoying for certain people, like certain groups. Yay, honey slide. Alright. Here's our second bok.
Silly forgot we get stuck in combat there.
This
It's
is
unfortunate.
the Queen Hawk. She is not too bad. You gotta understand the patterns of her bees, because obviously she's gonna summon bees. Or wasps, I guess, most likely. Yeah, there they are.
Hold on.
So here's the first part. She summons the bees towards her, and we get to fight the bees. Because they're doing something. Who knows what the hell they're doing. Now she summons more bees. These ones have a different pattern though. We gotta watch what they're doing and not be in their line. Safe zones here. Or else you get hit by that. And nobody wants to get hit by that.
Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Can't control people knocking on your door.
Yeah. Apparently, my dad feels the need to have the bazooka for a spider
Okay. Well,
at this time. Like, he can't kill one.
oops. As you can see, the fight has a lot of dodging. But what if you want to get hit by that Seb? Well, I guess you can. I mean, more power to you. You might piss off your healer.
Or me.
4 PM. Check this out, though. More honey. And a big fall. Yeah, I was like, my jest was up in my face. Trigoons want to get hit by everything. Good thing I didn't let my Grease Lightning fall off, or I would have had to have stood in those things anyway. I also haven't done the quest to get Tornado Kick. I probably should go do that on here at some point.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I remember I wasn't 60, and I did a quest up to 58. And then when I hit 60, I just haven't gone to go do it. I'll do it probably next stream.
The Lid remembers.
That or I'll record it off stream or something. It's not a huge deal.
Sure.
Toon John, have you looked at the summoner changes that they're bringing in for Stormblood? I know you haven't been playing for a bit, but maybe you're one of those people who like to keep up on things. I used to do that for a while. Even when I wasn't playing, I would keep up on all the changes for Death Knight. Aha! He has! You guys actually get to summon something since Carbuncle. Because one of my biggest complaints about the summoner job in this game is that its name is actually a misnomer.
I forgot the next part is painful.
Yeah.
It's all coming back to me.
Because Arcanists and Scholars are more of a summoner than summoners. Arcanists summon Carbuncle.
Hey.
Scholars
Carbuncle.
summon Eos and Selene.
But not Carbuncle.
But not Carbuncle. Whereas summoners just summon a bit of the chakra, Aether, that composed Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan. That's not really summoning them, that's just invoking that power and putting it into a form. It's not those creatures, they're not summoning those creatures. And then before, when they went into Dreadworm trance, again, they weren't summoning Bahamut, they were evoking Bahamut's power. So calling them evokers was a lot more accurate than summoner. And evoker was actually a class in Final Fantasy III. But now in Stormblood, from everything they've shown, you guys actually get to summon Bahamut. And yeah, I know E3 Sing's supposed to be today. I wasn't planning on hosting today just because I'm not typically interested in EA. They might have something I'm interested in, but usually they don't.
Yeah, there's also a lot of like public knowledge already. Apparently, I saw some videos related to it last night.
Like I know a lot of companies right now are building hype for E3 by pre-announcing what they're going to be announcing, and it's like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, it's like gonna make it anticlimactic. Like, oh yeah, there's that. Or they're gonna spend the whole time waiting for something they know is gonna happen, and then when it does, they're gonna be like, okay.
All right, so I didn't play.
That was cool.
I didn't play Star Wars Battlefront, the new one. From what I understand and what I looked at, like I watched a bunch of streams of it, and I could see how it'd be fun with friends. Even Call of Duty, I can see how it'd be fun with friends. But Star Wars Battlefront just looked like Call of Duty with a Battlefront skin on it, or with a Star Wars skin on it.
Oh, Black Mage is new too.
All right, here we go, guys. I hope you like plants, deadly plants, and spiders, and things that grow, and ladies that grow out of plants. I'm right in my assumption. Yeah, you see, that was one of the benefits I did enjoy about Battlefront, was that it was third person, not first person. I really wish they hadn't have scrapped Star Wars 1313. So she's got these abilities. They kind of just throw out things. She summons these plants that have fields that you don't want to stand in. Tiamat's good. She moves them out of the field for me. And then she has this ability that she's gonna see here in a few. You're gonna see here in a few moments. This is where there it is. No, the Black Mage just looked away.
Oh. Turn away, turn away.
And then she puts that over people. Not too bad. No, she's resummoning her little plant things. Just going to the center. This is where you want to spread out away from each other, because she will throw that thing out over people again soon. There's one right in the center.
That's fine.
Okay. Just gonna do another frond here in a moment. You'll have to turn her a little, I can't get behind her.
Oh, I thought you'd go around the other side.
Well, even then I couldn't because her entire ass end was in that field.
Oh. Well, I can't see her ass.
I know, that's what I was telling you.
No.
Now she's throwing this out on everyone. Frond Fatale, we look away now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the new one actually has a story to it. That's good. That is more interesting to me. She didn't even summon her ads. That Black Mage deserves a combination.
Yeah, I'll definitely commend them. They did great. Oh.
The Last Supper was the name of that area. It was planning to eat us. How rude is that? Hey, the pet dropped. Alright, let's see if I win the pet. I won the pet. Mirrored.
No commendation. Black Mage is probably like, oh, not enough monsters.
See,
but whatever.
John, that's why I liked the Resident Evil series a lot before, is because it was a third person. It's third person, not first person. Right after the Return of the Jedi. Interesting. Ha! I knew the thought of the Arboretum treasure would be enough to get your juices flowing. Thanks to all the pruning you did for us, we were able to get a good look at around the ruins. And it didn't take us long to find what we were after. Oh, I can't wait to tell Midnight Dew the good news. Speaking of which, you wouldn't mind coming with us to Idyllshire. Midnight Dew will want to thank you personally, and I dare say even an adventurer like you would be interested in our finds. Okay. So we gotta go speak to Sonny in Idyllshire. And finish this quest chain. But yeah, that's pretty cool, John. I've been reading the book called Thrawn. People were really worried that Thrawn was a character that was going to be cut out with everything else that Disney removed when they bought Star Wars. Because they pretty much removed everything that wasn't part of episodes 1 through 6. And now episodes 7 and 8 and eventually 9. But then they started writing their own books to fill out the universe. So that was pretty cool.
Go tank. I mean, yeah, I'll go tank.
Ah, you've come at last, adventurer. We'll give Midnight Dew the good news. I should probably share screens with you. So Midnight Dew is a tall Rogadin lady.
Yeah, she is. No, that's the ending I wanted to hear. Let's hope the seeds live up to their reputation. What fruit do you reckon they'll bear, adventurer?
Seaman fruit.
The fuck? Something wrong? You seem surprised. Sonny, you did tell our friend here what you were looking for, didn't you?
Now that I come to think of it, that little detail better slip my mind. You see, the treasure we were looking for was seeds and sprouts that were cultivated specially by the Charlayans. Years of research went into breeding them, apparently, and they produced plants like you wouldn't believe. I went through the Arboretum.
As of now, Idyllshire has main industries collecting the junk left behind by the Charlayans, but it won't last forever. Which is why it's important to find a new way to make ends meet. before we end up with nothing left to trade. Acquiring the sprouts and seeds was the first step to accomplishing that goal.
If we can't find crops on a florist this land's changeable climes, we'll have a new industry that should keep Idyllshire going for generations to come.
His hand moves on.
Well, these seeds ain't going to plant themselves, so I'd best be about it. Something tells me growing them or making them, getting them see easy.
He has a beehive on his head. It'll take a few moons, 'tis true, but I look forward to seeing those seeds bear fruit. Make sure to visit us from time to time, adventurer. One day we'll treat you to a feast grown by your own hands.
Alright, be back in 20 years.
Be back, never. Miro saw what was in there.
Yeah, hell dog.
To, pass.
Like I said, it takes a bit to get used to, but this is probably my favorite MMO. Alright, we're gonna teleport to... We're gonna go to Limsa Laminsa.
Oh man. I just was like, I should write down a list of the order of classes I want to level. Because I'm insane.
I gotta finish leveling Astro. I got an email today about Stormblood to put in the code for the pre-order again.
Oh.
They finally charged my credit card.
Oh, I hope it's not too late for me.
I don't know if it is or not. Alright. Upper Limsa Laminsa. I don't remember exactly where to unlock this, but I'm pretty sure it's a lady that gives the quest. So I'm just going to leave screen share on until I find it. It came from the deep. That sounds like it's the right quest.
I was thinking, I want to level a tank, at least, probably my Dark Knight, since that's my kind of calling card, I guess. And get that ready.
Okay, no, that's not the quest. It's supposed to be from her, actually. No, it's supposed to be from Treachery. X13, Y13.
Yeah, you're jumbling out.
Who's the woman? Upper decks. Stormflyer at the airship landing? Hang on. I don't have the jumbling out, that's a good point. Anchor yard. Okay, hang on.
It's not outside of the dungeon, is it?
It's this guy. Highway robbery.
No.
No, that's the
kobolds.
Kobolds, yeah. It's supposed to be that guy. Might be outside the dungeon. This guide on this site is not good. It says speak to the Stormflyer at the airship landing. So let's go do that. As always, yes. Putting it at the airship landing is an odd place to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it here. My other thought is perhaps it's in Idyllshire.
Phew. Last night on Maple, Miro soloed boss. Zakana. A boss that I died to.
It's true. I am probably the best Kana.
Technically, I died to myself.
Oops, why am I tumbling to Idyllshire? Hang on. Somebody says to do something in Aleport first.
Yeah, I was thinking Aleport. But when you said Idyllshire, I was like, well, you were just there.
I meant to go to... Okay, so I have this problem where I want to go to Ishgard, but I go to Idyllshire. Like, every time I go to Idyllshire. It's true, I did solo Shinryu. That's like the first one I did. Diamanda here. Okay, so she has a quest for me. It's probably... I have to do this one, then go speak to Trasheray, apparently. Why so serious? Diamanda would hear the tidings of your battle with the siren. Okay, this is a long time ago, but here you go.
Oh, that's me. So it is true you triumph over the siren? Words cannot express my gratitude. My only regret is that my dear brother could not be here today to hear that our father's death has been avenged. He set sail with his crew 3 years past, you see, and has yet to return to shore. But I hold out hope that his ship shall come sailing into harbor any day now, and on that day I shall be the first to share with him the news of your triumph. In the meanwhile, however, we can finally press on with the restoration of Pharaoh Sirius. I must get to work at once. I would be much in your debt if you could inform Master Mimidoa that the coast is clear for us to begin.
Alright, Master Mimidoa is down here.
It sounds really sad. She's just staring off to sea forever.
Yeah, her brother is gone. Like, is it common in this world for ships to go out for 3 years and not come back? Like, no word?
No, I thought it was her dad's gone.
No, her dad was killed.
You can mount here.
I don't care about that.
Whisper Girl.
I don't care about the Whisper Girl.
How dare you? Nah,
So
that's more like it.
Hell-Dog, you like that you can warp anywhere you want on any character. So there are some limitations to warping. First, you have to have been there before, and click the Aetherite, the giant crystal I always spawn near, and it costs gil. Varying amounts of gil.
Usually not too much.
You've done it! Sent the bloody siren screeching and shrieking to that murky depths when she came. You've done us all a great service today, lass. If you wouldn't mind, regale old Mimidoa's ears with the tales of the foul wench's last song. What's that? You had to fend off a ghostly crew wearing the sea-sodden duds of Maelstrom men? Just as I feared. The poor lass. My heart goes out to her. 'Twas 3 years to the day, give or take a moon. A crew of the Maelstrom's finest set sail on a routine patrol. But ain't nothing routine in these parts, and they'd not return to shore. Rumor spread quick like that it was the siren song what led the vessel to a watery grave. Maelstrom Command jumped to quiet the talk. Ill tidings were already too easy to come by these days after the calamity, but those of us who in the know, we knew. Like father, like son, lass. Promise this old sod you'll spare the poor Diamanda the truth, unless I suffered more than her share. Diamanda?
This cannot be. My brother is still alive at sea. The search effort continues. Master Mimidoa, you yourself have told me the same.
Forgive me, Missy. I never meant to deceive. The maelstrom made me swear a vow, you see, and I'd keep the truth buried deep. Bugger me, Val, and bugger me! Truth is, this scurvy coward couldn't summon the nerve to tell you the truth. Diamanda, can you ever forgive a soil sod?
There is no need for forgiveness, Master Mimidoa, for the true coward is me. In my heart, I have always known. This adventure's deeds and your words have finally given me the courage to face the truth. I am a woman grown. The time for clinging to childish dreams has passed. I must look to the future. My smithing skills are still wanting, but I will not falter from the task. Pharaoh Sirius will burn bright once more, a beacon of hope in the darkest of nights. The fell songs of the sea have claimed their last victim. I shall see to it with my own 2 hands. She did a shit job at that.
Strong words, lass. I trust you'll not forget 'em when your paws are all blebby and blistery.
My hands? Why, I'll clench my hammer with my teeth if need be. Father, brother, do you hear me? Your debts will not be vain.
I don't think their deaths were in vain anyway. They were killed by a siren.
I noticed that panning up to the sky thing is like what it does after you finish like the Palace of the Dead quest line.
Yeah, well, if you can hear the music, but it's actually a really good sad theme that they played during that.
Where was that?
The Aetherites in the Stormblood look like they're going to be pretty cool too. Alright, we're going to go talk to Trasheray now. I think. Should have more than one quest now. Yeah, he does. Okay, things are getting serious. Trasheray has some worrying news concerning Pharaoh Sirius.
Mira, perfect timing as always. We're in need of your talents with some trouble brewing over on the Isles of Umbra. Seems a pack of kobolds made a grab for Pharaoh Sirius. The smiths working on the restoration barely made it out alive. Master Command drawn up plans to take back the tower, with Master Mimilia advising on how things stand on the ground. But when they asked him for his opinion, he kept going on about some adventurer from long past that helped him drive off a siren from the same spot. Now, no disrespect to the old fella, but you don't have the firmest grasp on what happens when, so we couldn't help wondering if maybe his arrow was none of your fine stuff, you being a siren slayer and all. So what do you say, willing to lend us an hand relighting the beacon? I knew I could count on you. One of our Sunflowers is making the final preparations at the airship landing right now. Tell her Trasheray sent you and she'll give you the particulars.
Ah, that's true. He will get to meet Hildebrand. Hildebrand is a fantastic character. Actually, I'm going to work on his quest chain tonight. Because there's the Heaven's Ward quest chain for him as well. Which, I'm sad to say, is not as good as the A Realm Reborn. It's funny, but it doesn't have that substance that the first one had. You'll see how, dog. Hildebrand is fantastic. Alright, Wintry, here's the Stormflyer.
Mira, we are honored to have you with us. The situation is developing even as we speak, but I will do my best to explain what we know. According to Master Mimidoa, he and his fellow smiths barely escaped with their lives when the kobolds began scattering bombs around the lighthouse's foundations. He believes the beastmen intend to blow Pharaoh Sirius to pieces, thus disrupting our most vital supply route to and from western La Nausea. Needless to say, they cannot be permitted to succeed. We must act swiftly before the wrecks begin to pile up around Ailport. That is where you come in. The kobolds have sealed off the ground entrance, so we propose to take you to the top of the tower by airship. Once there, you will proceed inside and see to the bombs, along with any kobolds you encounter. The maelstrom will then bring up the rear and secure the area. Before we proceed, I must stress the need for caution. Master Mimidoa suspects that if the kobolds are bent upon destroying Pharaoh Sirius, they will have more than a handful of flaming void scent at their disposal. One inopportune explosion could set the restoration back by moons, if not years. You know as well as I do how volatile bombs can be. If we are to save the beacon, we'd had best leave soon.
Pharaoh Sirius Hard now accessible. Alright, give me a sec. What time are we at on there? Recording. 15 minutes. Okay, we're gonna reset the recording.